matter how you try to.
Staring at the door, forces pull behind you. It's hard to step out anymore, no matter how you try to.
Only
Fear says that giving up is easier than feeling. Please hear this, you are enough. Hold it close, believe it. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause we need you to shine the light that only you can shine. It's a dark night, and some lost souls start gazing for a sign. And with your light, you complete our constellation. And we need you to shine the light that only you can shine. It's a dark night, and some lost soul is looking for a sign. We need your light to complete our constellation. And we need you to shine the light that only you can shine. It's a dark night, and some lost soul is looking for a sign. We need your light to complete our constellation. Staring at the door, forces pull behind you. It's hard to step out anymore, no matter how you try to. Oh, 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 oh. But we need you to shine the light that only you can shine. It's a dark night, and some lost souls start gazing for a sign. And with your light, you complete our constellation.
Welcome to Light Up NBC Live 2024. I'm Tami Eagle Bowling.
And I'm Miranda McKeon. We're coming to you live from the beautiful Hilton in Short Hills, New Jersey.
Today is National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day, also known as MBC, or Stage 4 breast cancer. It's a day where we shed light on a disease that leaves the breast and spreads to other parts of the body with no known cure. If you've lost someone to breast cancer, it was likely metastatic breast cancer, the kind that claims over 685,000 lives globally each year. We need to change those statistics. So tonight, we gather to shine a beacon of hope as the world literally lights up in solidarity with the stage 4 community, recognizing that stage 4 needs more attention and more research. We come together to inspire and support you on this journey because we are stronger together. We are here to raise awareness and funds for METAvivor because 100% of every donation goes directly to life-saving metastatic breast cancer research.
This evening, we'll introduce you to some inspiring people affected by MBC and hear from celebrities who've joined us to amplify this call for action.
Miranda, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Many will recognize you from Anne with an E on Netflix, but your journey has gone far beyond the screen. Can you share a bit about your cancer experience?
Of course. It's an honor to co-host this meaningful event with you. I am just so beyond grateful to be here. When I was 19 years old, I was at a party with all my friends and dancing, and I noticed a lump on my right breast. I was extremely shocked to find out that it was stage 3 breast cancer. So after 4 months of chemotherapy, I had a double mastectomy with radiation and 25 rounds of radiation. I was a sophomore in college and trying to navigate my self-esteem while losing my hair and eyebrows and eyelashes. It was an extremely difficult time. Tonight, I am so grateful to stand here as a survivor. Yet, I also recognize that approximately 30% of early stage survivors will have a reoccurrence as stage 4. And that is why I'm committed to raising awareness and funding for metastatic breast cancer research. We need to bring light to the darkness this disease can create.
Your strength and your resilience are so inspiring.
Thank you.
A cancer diagnosis changes everything, but it also offers us an opportunity to embrace life through a renewed lens of gratitude. A reminder that life is 10% what happens and 90% how we choose to react to it.
I completely agree, and I think that with any life-threatening situation, you're shown the fragility of life essentially through a magnifying lens. And it's really scary, but it can also be really beautiful. Tami, you've lived with metastatic breast cancer for 9 years, far beyond the 2 to 3 year average life expectancy. Your story has inspired so many others, and I would love to hear what your journey has been like.
Yes, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer de novo at the age of 41 via a routine mammogram when my children were just 2 and 4 years old. And since then, I'm often the mom in happy tears at the 8 a.m. soccer games or the dance recitals, recognizing just how fortunate I am to be alive for these milestone moments. I am so grateful for the treatments that have been keeping me alive for the past 9 years. However, the amount of loss in the metastatic breast cancer community is devastating. Just a few weeks ago, we lost Ashley Rizzuto, who shared her story during this very show last year. She passed away on her son's first day of kindergarten, and I am sending so much love to her family watching tonight, who has raised over $12,000 to help future generations. We all feel Ashley's light tonight.
Stories like Ashley's remind us why we're here, to fund research that can turn heartbreak into hope. Tonight, we light the way forward so others can live longer. Your donations fund research that could save lives. METAvivor is the only organization in the US that exclusively funds stage 4 MBC grants through a scientific peer-reviewed process where 100% of your donation goes to research. It is amazing. You can show your support by visiting donate.metavivor.org/lightupmbc and searching for the state or person who you would like to support, or scan the QR code on the upper left side of your screen.
We are so grateful to our national sponsors, Pfizer and Novartis, as well as the support from all the local sponsors. You're watching us right now thanks to the generous support from our friends at Live One, a wonderful music and event streaming platform. I also want to take a moment to give a very special thanks to my friend Vivian Cohen, also a breast cancer survivor, and her team at Hilton, who made it possible for us to live stream tonight's show from the Hilton in Short Hills, New Jersey. What a beautiful venue.
Jessica Moore is the original inspiration for the Light Up NBC campaign. She was diagnosed at 32 and passed away at 36. Her best friend, Laura Inahara, is the founder of Light Up NBC and has dedicated her life to continuing Jessica's legacy. Let's hear a few words from Laura now.
Hi, my name is Laura Inahara, and I am the founder of the Light Up NBC campaign. This campaign began in 2017, just 4 months after losing my best friend, Jessica Moore, at only 36 years old to metastatic breast cancer. Jessica told me prior to her passing, she thought it would be amazing to light a landmark in the NBC awareness ribbon colors of green, pink, and teal, to shine a light on the disease and the need for research. Jessica was an amazing friend, family member, and she was selfless, always helping others. She openly shared her story in a blog in hopes of educating others about the disease. She knew with education comes advocacy. These are Jessica's words. People often may not fully understand I am living with MBC. On the outside, most times, I may appear vibrant, lively, and healthy. But on the inside, my body is fighting a war against itself, and I'm trying to thrive. I'm fighting with every ounce of strength I have to live with MBC. Even with treatment plans, cancer has spread to other parts of my body, bone and liver. Daily, I hope and pray that my current treatment plan is working. I'm fueling my body to fight in hopes that I can live with MBC as a chronic illness, and hang on to hope I will live long enough to see a cure for breast cancer. I recognize we are her voice now, and it lives on through all of us.
Metastatic breast cancer means the cancer has spread beyond the breast to other parts of the body, and there is no cure. These facts about metastatic breast cancer are why we are asking for your support. We need to do more to turn this into a chronic illness instead of a deadly one. 20 to 30% of early stage breast cancer survivors will have a reoccurrence as stage 4. Only 31% of people diagnosed with MBC live longer than 5 years. Approximately 115 people die every day in the US from metastatic breast cancer. Right now, landmarks around the world are illuminating in solidarity in the MBC awareness colors of green, teal, and pink to shine a light on the disease and the need for stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research. Although Jessica is not with us, I can feel her light shining proud that we have come together as an MBC community and raised over $2 million to fund multiple stage 4 breast cancer research grants, with a goal of giving MBC patients more time with their loved ones. Tonight, when 228 landmarks across 144 cities in every US state and countries around the world light up, I hope you really feel the light of hope that you are not alone on this journey. The world is recognizing the need for more stage 4 breast cancer research, and every day we are closer to a cure.
Tonight, Jessica's light will be shining down on all of us.
Laura is such an incredible person who I am proud to call my friend. Her vision and her tireless efforts inspire me every day, and I feel so grateful to have someone like her in our corner, fighting alongside all of us for a breast cancer-free future. Her dedication to raising awareness and supporting the metastatic breast cancer community has literally created a global movement. Tonight, we can all feel the lights of hope shining in solidarity. Over 270 landmarks across 175 cities around the world are illuminated right now in those MBC awareness colors of teal, green, and pink. This includes every state in the United States, as well as other countries like Aruba, Australia, Bermuda, Canada, Ireland, Italy, New Zealand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and more. It's a truly incredible display of solidarity. And I also wanted to give a special thanks to Pfizer for illuminating 17 sites around the world. What an incredible show of support. These lights are more than just beautiful. They're really a global call to action and a reminder that stage 4 needs more.
These colors are filled with meaning and designed to create a conversation beyond pink. Teal symbolizes healing and spirituality. Green represents hope and immortality. And pink signifies that cancer originated in the breast. Hundreds of Light Up MBC ambassadors worked for months to get these landmarks lit. And now it's time to take you live to our first location. While tonight's show is about raising funds, it's also about connecting the MBC community and offering support. As we take you live to Charlotte, North Carolina, let's meet the Charlotte Metsters and their incredible support group. Standing by with us is Ren, who's living with MBC. Hi, Ren.
Hey, everyone. It's so nice to be here. I'm the North Carolina state captain for Light Up NBC, and we are at a watch party here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And behind me, I have my in-person support group, the Charlotte Metsters. I am the creator and the host of the podcast, Living Our Breath Lives, an Instagram platform. And I have been living with triple negative metastatic breast cancer for 5 years. 4.5 of those years, I have been deemed no evidence of disease, and not just from chemotherapy, but from immunotherapy. And the only reason is because of funding research. That is the most important thing, and why Light Up NBC Live is so dear to my heart. So here to my side, I want to introduce to you to my dear friend, Darlene. Not only is she the queen of joy, but she is also the founder of the Charlotte Metsters.
Thank you so much, Ren. That was a really sweet introduction. I'm really thrilled to be here tonight. I've been living this year with metastatic breast cancer for 5 years. And so I think it's pretty special to be able to be sharing things here with you tonight. When I was first diagnosed, I was really wanting to sit down and talk to somebody who had lived with MBC, but there were no support groups in the Charlotte area. So I decided to start one myself. With the help of the METAvivor peer-to-peer training program, I started the Charlotte Metsters. It'll be 5 years next month. We have grown tremendously in that time. We have over 1,000 members of our group. And I have to say, it is a loving, caring, wonderful group of women. We have some fun too. Unfortunately, we have lost some very dear friends over those 5 years. I myself am on my 7th line of treatment, and I know my treatment options are starting to dwindle. That's why funding for research for MBC is very near and dear to my heart. When I was first diagnosed with MBC, I decided I needed a new purpose in my life. So I decided my purpose was going to be joy. My mantra was going to be choose to live with joy. Now, I have had some people say to me, how can you have that much joy if you're living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer? Well, I started a Facebook page and an Instagram group called Choose to Live with Joy. And every morning I post something inspirational and joyful on that page. And that helps ground me and get my day started right and helps me hold on to my joy. I'd like to share with you something that I posted last week. I woke up one night, and it was in the middle of the night, and I looked out the window, and it was pitch black outside. And all at once, there was a shooting star that came across the sky. When I saw that, my heart just swelled, and I felt joy and hope inside my heart that moment. And that has stayed with me for the last almost week and a half. I would like to invite all of you to take this evening to hold on tight and share your joy and hope with Ren, myself, and all of the Charlotte Metzgers.
Here they are.
Thank you so much, Ren and Dar. That was beautiful, and I love that you're all in your Light Up NBC apparel. So great. It's amazing that, Dar, you choose to live with joy each day, and you remind us all that mindset truly matters. For more inspiration, be sure to check out Ren's podcast called Living Our Breast Lives.
Now we are staying in the state of North Carolina and headed over to Winston-Salem, where Melanie Sisk is standing live in front of a few amazing landmarks with the Piedmont Triad Metzgers. Hi, Melanie.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having us on the show. I am standing in Bailey Park in beautiful downtown Winston-Salem, and I have some members of my family and some of my friends and some members of our local support group, the Piedmont Triad Metzgers. And you can see behind me, the smokestacks are lit up. The True Lion Tower is lit up in our colors, and also the Kempton Cardinal Hotel, which is in the historic R.J. Reynolds building. So the message that I wanted to share tonight is that early detection does not always save lives. It did not save my life. I was diagnosed with stage 1A breast cancer when I was 43 years old. I did everything right. I did all the standard of care treatments, the surgery, the radiation, the endocrine therapy. And then 4 years later, I was diagnosed with metastatic disease to my bones. No one ever told me back then that approximately 30% of all early stage breast cancers turn metastatic. That is just too high of a number. We need to find out why so we can save lives. But I also want to give you guys some hope and tell you where my hope lies. So first of all, my hope lies in my faith in Jesus Christ. And then also in my family, which some are here tonight with me, and then my friends, and of course, my local support group. So I urge you, if you don't have a support system, reach out. There are several groups out there of early stage breast cancer patients and late stage breast cancer patients. And I want to say too, that I've been living with this disease for over 4 years. So I'm so thankful to still be here. And I also believe in science and research. That's why it's so important, this Light Up NBC campaign, to raise much needed funding so we can get much needed research for treatments to help extend our lives and hopefully give us a better quality of life. Thank you so much, Tami, for doing this campaign. It is wonderful. And thank you to all my family and friends for being here with us tonight. Woo!
Thank you so much, Melanie. That was awesome, and it was so great to be able to see those landmarks behind you and your support group. It's so true. Having the right kind of support is so important, and you can also go on to metavivor.org/lightupnbc, and there are ways there that you can fill out volunteer forms and ways to get involved in the Light Up NBC community. Your dedication to advocacy, I think, really will help future generations and is really inspiring, Melanie. So thank you. We do have many more Light Up NBC ambassadors that are standing by around the country, and we're definitely going to get to them in a little bit. But first, we want to take a look now at some amazing auction packages that are available to bid on this evening.
Hey everybody, Greg from Power Planner. Here today to talk about a great benefit and cause with my great friend Jenny from Creekside Nursery and Heidi Punky Brown from my neck of the woods in Illinois.
I'm Heidi. 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. That's breast cancer that spread to other parts of my body. I was given a 2 to 3 year life expectancy, but 5 years later, I'm still here thanks to research.
We at Creekside Nursery are excited to donate 2 tickets to the Creekside Signature Experience 2 nights at the White Rose Manor, and we are going to be having a lovely gift from Power Planter. You can go ahead and begin the bidding at the Light Up MBC auction that benefits METAvivor, which supports breast cancer research for stage 4 folks. So thank you so much. Let the bidding begin.
Wow, those are some really cool items. I mean, I would love to go to the Creekside Gala. That experience looks amazing.
I'm trying to go backstage on Broadway to The Lion King. I also have my eye on the espresso machine. So if you don't bid, I'm going to, all right?
And you know what? I know a few more items actually came in after that video was created, like dinner at the Hunt and Fish Club, an awesome restaurant in New York City, and 4 tickets to a Philadelphia Eagles game with a signed jersey from their quarterback, Jalen Hurts. So you can go to our social channels at LightUpNBC or go to lightupnbc.givesmart.com to bid. And to learn more about NBC and our community, be sure to share photos of your landmarks using hashtag LightUpNBC so that everyone can easily search for this gorgeous display that is taking place tonight.
Next, we are going to hear from 2-time Grammy nominee Tracy Bonham and NBC thriver Tiffany Wolf. Best known for her Billboard top single, Mother Mother, Tracy Bonham has had several albums since then and has had a very interesting story to tell.
Hi, I'm Tracy Bonham.
And I'm Tiffany Wolf.
So on October 7th of 2023, I got a phone call from Tiffany, and it completely left me speechless. She called to tell me that her breast cancer had spread to her liver, her lung, and her bones.
I hope you know how you showed up for me. You recorded a song that, like, while I was like in the hospital, I was like more excited about. I was like sharing it with the doctors and nurses. I'm like, this is my friend. You got to hear this song.
So
it was all about being resilient and strong. And you came out to visit me and take care of me. And then we find out 3 months later that you were diagnosed with early stage breast cancer. So yeah.
It's one thing to be like good friends, you know, it's another to both experience those awful words, you have cancer, you know? So we're in this journey together. And we know so many of you out there watching tonight are on this crazy cancer journey with us. So we are here to tell you that you are not alone.
You are not alone. Just really, this is my calling to live a more intentional life and to find a life filled with gratitude and you know, there's good days and bad days, but the good days are that much sweeter. And then we get to be a part of something like tonight where we're here, you know, where because of tonight, I have a life with longer possibilities based on all the support coming in tonight from around the world. People are supporting this cause in a way that can make my life longer and so many other people's lives longer with the research and funding coming in tonight and the work that METAvivor is doing. And I am so grateful to live in this time because of the hopes and possibilities that I have. It's not the same as 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. And we encourage you to talk to people about everything you're feeling, because when you share, and I've learned this firsthand, when you share, the love and the support just comes back to you more than you could ever imagine. So it's so important to be talking about how you're feeling and what you're going through. And also, I'm proud to be here with all of the incredible support and with METAvivor. Tonight for Light Up NBC 2024, hundreds of landmarks around the world will be illuminated with the NBC awareness colors of teal, green, and pink. And so for this very special evening, I chose to perform my song called Shine. We all have a light within us, and tonight we'll be shining together, so we'll be shining even brighter. Laying flat on our backs, picking our favorite star. We try shining back from this roof of ours, but after a while you say it seems pretty far. I think you forgot how bright you are. Shine, shimmer and you shine. Shine, shimmer and you shine. It's been one hell of a year. The sky is battered and bruised, but I'm still hanging on. All because of you, 'cause you held up the sun and you never let go. The world needs you now more than you'll ever know. Shine, shimmer and you shine. Shine, shimmer and you shine. Shimmer and you shine. Shimmer and you shine. The northern pines and our teenage sky is still in your eyes. When we're 80 years old and you can't see a thing, you mustn't forget how much light you bring. Shine, shimmer and you shine. Shine, shimmer and you shine. Shine, shine, brightly we will shine. Shine, shine, shimmer and you shine. Shimmer and you shine. Shimmer and we shine. Thank you.
There is truly something about hearing the words, "You have cancer," that does create an unspoken bond. I know this firsthand. I love their friendship and that they wanted to do this segment together, and there could not have been a more fitting song for her to sing than Shine. It really resonates with our theme of the evening.
And talking about shining, as I mentioned earlier, there are now 17 Pfizer sites around the world illuminated in teal, green, and pink as a show of solidarity with the stage 4 breast cancer community. Let's hear from some of them right now.
Hello from Pfizer in La Jolla, California. We are thrilled to participate in this event for the 4th consecutive year. Our dedication to supporting metastatic breast cancer research remains unwavering as we strive to find a cure and extend the lives of those impacted by this disease.
Thank you from Pfizer.
Here at Pfizer Sanford, we are proud to support the metastatic breast cancer community. Together we got through yesterday.
Hello from Pfizer Global Supply in Middleton, Wisconsin and Franklin, Ohio. Tonight our buildings are lit up in teal, green, and pink, the colors for metastatic breast cancer awareness. Our colleagues at these sites proudly stand in solidarity with the stage 4 breast cancer community. Let's light up NBC and let's outdo cancer.
Hello from Pfizer in South San Francisco. Our colleagues support the metastatic breast cancer community year-round. We're especially excited to light up our building in teal, green, and pink for the first time this year. Thank you, METAvivor, for raising awareness, providing hope for people living with this disease. Light up NBC.
Hello, I'm Dominic Oliverio. I'm a member of Pfizer Oncology's commercial leadership team. We're coming to you today from Pfizer headquarters in New York City. Pfizer Oncology is at the forefront of a new era in cancer care. Our industry-leading portfolio and pipeline attacks cancers with 3 core mechanisms: antibody-drug conjugates, bispecific antibodies, and targeted small molecules. Driven by science and our passion for patients, we are committed to delivering breakthroughs that will help cancer patients live better and longer lives.
I'm Steve Fascinello, the New York headquarters Site Engagement Lead, and we're committed to supporting metastatic breast cancer awareness by lighting up our lobby in green, pink, and teal. We do this in solidarity with more than 15 sites around the world.
I'm Kristen Olson with the Policy and Public Affairs team. We're thrilled to once again support Light Up NBC. Proceeds help METAvivor directly fund NBC research. Thank you, METAvivor. Okay, are you guys ready to light up Pfizer?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Light up NBC.
Greetings from Pfizer's campus in Bothell, Washington. For over 25 years, our colleagues have been working with tremendous urgency to improve and extend the lives of people living with cancer today. And it's once again an honor for us to support Light Up NBC and METAvivor's efforts to raise funds for research in metastatic breast cancer by illuminating our campus this year in teal, pink, and green. So let's light up NBC.
In addition to the sites that you just saw in that video, Pfizer sites including Andover, Massachusetts, Collegeville, Pennsylvania, Franklin, Ohio, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Lake Forest, Illinois, Pearl River, New York, and Rome, Italy are all illuminated tonight. Thank you so much, Pfizer, for this tremendous display of support and to your dedication to breakthroughs that change patients' lives. And up next, we are going to hear the incredible story of an NBC thriver who is also my friend, Sheetal Dewan.
Hi, my name is Sheetal Dewan, and I'm 43 years old. I'm a mom of 2 amazing boys, and I'm married to a very supporting husband for 18 years. I'm a practitioner of yoga. I love Bollywood dancing. I'm intrigued by ancient wisdom and spirituality, and among other things, I'm living with metastatic breast cancer. I was born in Libya. I grew up in India, Mumbai. I came here to work and pursue my dreams, and I met my husband here when I was 25 years old, and we started a family, and I was just living like the perfect life, the American dream. I had just had my second one. He was 18 months old. My older one was 7. I'd finished breastfeeding him, so I was finally ready to reclaim my body and start living back again, as moms know. And that's when I felt a lump in my breast. I do have a little bit of a family history of breast cancer. My grandmother passed away with breast cancer at 50 years of age. And one of the good things, and I'm really grateful from MSK, is they wanted me to get the genetic testing done. So I had the BRCA2 gene mutation, which I found out, which makes me 80% more likely to have breast cancer. It started off by me praying that let me not have breast cancer. And then I started to pray, let it not be stage 4. And then I remember I started to pray that let me just live for a few more years so that I can see my boys grow. I think third time's the charm, because I'm still here 6 years later on my 10th line of treatment. And it started slow. It started with oral chemotherapy that I was on for almost a year when it stopped working for me. So with MBC, like we all know, it's a constant cycle. We are on a drug. We have to get scans done every 4 months to see if there's a progression or it's still working. And if it's progressing, you move on to the next treatment and the next treatment. In my 6 years, I've had multiple surgeries, mastectomy, hysterectomy, multiple radiations, chemotherapy, which could be oral, IV. Every body is different. Every treatment may or may not work for you. For some people, it works for years, and for some, not at all. And for some, the toxicity is so much that it's not a viable option for you. That's, I feel like, one of the reasons why we need more treatment options, because each one of us is different, each cancer is different, and we need more options so that we can get a little bit more time, more slice of life on each treatment. In my beginning days, I used to be very angry and mad when I saw other 37, late 30-year-old men and women living the lives, that why me? Why am I in this position? But as the acuteness of this disease sets in, we start to hone in on what we have. It finally sinks in of the magic of now, and try to take my mind off the what if to the what I have now. We can change the course of our lives, right? Just focusing on the right now is the only way to live with this. And if you can just count your own blessings and be grateful for the time that you have, the moments that you have, just count your gratitude, your haves over your have-nots, and that is what helps you move one day at a time. That is 6 years out, and I am so grateful that I'm still here and I'm talking and I look fine to the outside eye. I go to my kids' soccer games. I still dance, I do yoga, but all of this is happening because my treatment that I'm on right now is working for me. But just having a healthy life to be able to contribute to this world, whether you have MBC or not, is my prayer, is what I want, that other women that come after me have more options. And also that the next generation hopefully doesn't have to live with this disease. We find a cure with the research that METAvivor is able to grant, and Light Up MBC is able to raise funds so that 100% of it goes to research, so that our next generation, even if we don't find a cure for this disease, is able to live a better quality of life with it, like make it a chronic disease instead of a terminal one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It is may all living beings, small or big, man and beast, be at peace. Peace, peace.
Sheetal, that was so beautiful and so inspiring. I'm sending so much love to you and your family. For any patients waiting on scan results, we all know that scanxiety is real. In fact, I have scanxiety right now knowing that my next scan is next Friday, October 18th, so some extra prayers in the universe, please. But every time I enter that machine, I pray with every fiber in my body that my treatment is still working. And I can't imagine hearing 10 times that there's progression and the need to change treatments. When I met Cheadle, she told me that she doesn't look at it as good news or bad news, just news. And once she receives the news, she will determine the next step, always taking things one day at a time. Cheadle, the way that you move ahead and live your life with grace and gratitude is truly an inspiration for all of us. And we're all sending many, many prayers into the universe for you.
Next up, we have a very special performance from a music artist who captured the hearts of millions, won American Idol, and has been touring ever since. Please welcome David Cook.
Hey, I'm David Cook. I am a brother, a husband, a son. None of those pay extremely well, so I'm also a musician and an actor, and a Lego enthusiast. I do know firsthand the devastating effects that a cancer diagnosis can bring. I lost my brother Adam to a brain tumor back in 2009, and I'd always wished and hoped that more treatment options had been available. That has led me down a 15-year crusade to get involved in any way I can to help raise awareness and funding for all types of cancer, which is why I am extremely honored to be a part of Light Up MBC and their efforts towards funding and research towards a cure for stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I'm sure some of you in the audience tonight have a friend or a family member who've been affected by this disease, and hope is always on the horizon. And I am humbled and so feel so fortunate to be able to stand with you guys tonight and every day to try to get us a little closer to eradicating this disease. I've been waiting for my dreams to turn into something I could believe in, and looking for that magic rainbow on the horizon. I couldn't see it until I let go, even till I watched all the bitterness burn. Now I'm coming alive, body and soul, and feeling my world start to turn. And I'll taste every moment and live it out loud. I know this is the time, this is the time to be more than a name, more a face in the crowd. I know this is the time, this is the time of my life, the time of my life. my life.
Slowing my cancer from growing and living longer are two things I want from my metastatic breast cancer treatment.
And with Kisqali, I can have both.
Kisqali is a pill that, when taken with an aromatase inhibitor, helps delay cancer from growing and has been proven to help people live significantly longer across 3 separate clinical trials.
So I have the confidence to live my life.
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live life, and long live you. Ask your doctor about Kisqali today.
Thank you so much to Novartis, who is one of our national sponsors this evening. We appreciate your focus on reimagining medicine to improve and extend patients' lives.
Next up, we are headed to a watch party in Londonderry, New Hampshire, with OnStay's Army to hear from one of our Light Up NBC ambassadors. Hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sylvia, and I am standing here at the Backyard Brewery for a watch party with our ASD's Army. There's your here in the back. Nights like this showcase the power of community and awareness. The Light Up NBC campaign, started by my friend Laura, right here in our state of New Hampshire, uses lights and NBC awareness colors to spread hope and joy. It's a beautiful reminder that even in the face of a terrible terminal diagnosis, we can find light and strength and beauty. In December 2021, I was diagnosed with de novo metastatic breast cancer in my liver with an unknown primary tumor. This means I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer from the start without going through the initial stages. The unknown primary tumor, or occult, meant that there was no visible tumors in my breasts, which is a rare occurrence happening in less than 2% of our cases. However, a liver biopsy revealed strong markers of breast cancer, and then we started the treatment accordingly. Despite the challenges, I'm happy to report that the number of tumors in my liver have reduced from over 30 to just 2, thanks to the treatment and research supported by METAvivor. If anyone has MBC with an unknown primary, please contact me or join our Facebook group, Occult Breast Cancer Support. Today, I'm filled with hope and gratitude for the progress and the support I've received from my Army. Thank you all so much. Here's everybody.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. It's so great to see your OnStay's Army there and everyone at that watch party, and just amazing to see all of these watch parties happening all over the world right now. Everyone tuning in and supporting each other. Cancer of an unknown primary is definitely rare, and it is great to know that there is a support group called the Occult Breast Cancer Support available on Facebook. Because it really is so important just to connect with people who really understand what you're going through on this journey. And we are sending so much good energy your way, Sylvia.
And now it's time to head over to New York City. We have an NBC Thriver standing by the iconic One World Trade Center, illuminated tonight in teal, green, and pink. Hello. Hi, Arlene.
Hi, my name is Arlene Garcia, and it's a privilege to be in the NBC, Light Up NBC 2024, and I was diagnosed in 2018 as a breast cancer, and it came back after 3 years in 2021 December. I'm advocating for newly diagnosed breast cancer patients and metastatic breast cancer patients, and also I pay honor to those who pass, especially who are young adults, especially Katrina, who have guided me on my breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer journey. And to everyone who's looking for support, we have here in New York, MBC Long Island Sisters, and I created last year the MBC Filipinas, which is devoted for Filipinos here and around the world. And all I can say for those who are newly diagnosed and who's still thriving for metastatic breast cancer, have faith to God, have faith in your family, and have faith in your doctors, and more research. Have faith in the research for finding a cure for metastatic breast cancer. Again, every donation that goes to Light Up MBC today will go straight for 100% research, and please donate. Thank you so much for having me here, Tami and Miranda.
Thank you so much, Arlene. You've done so much with your advocacy efforts, and it's really great to learn that you have established a support group specific to the Filipino community that can be found on Facebook under Stage 4 MBC Filipino. As we discussed earlier, finding the right kind of support is truly so important, and we hope that your treatments continue to work for a long time. Tonight, you've already heard so many stories of why research is so critical to extend the lives of MBC patients. METAvivor is the only nonprofit in the US that exclusively funds MBC research grants through a scientific peer review process. Please remember to scan the QR code on the upper left side of your screen or visit the website below to donate. Now, let's hear a bit more about METAvivor from some of their board members.
Hi, my name is Kate Watson. I've been living with metastatic breast cancer for over 7 years now. It came out of left field. I was first diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in 2016. I was only 35 years old. I had no family history. My girls at the time were only 4 and 2 years old. And I just remember the uncertainty and the enormity of this diagnosis.
My name is Jamil Rivers. I have the honor of being board president of METAvivor Research and Support. I have been the board president now since July of 2020. And I have been living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer since 2018. I was diagnosed de novo. I am a mom of 3 and a full-time executive.
This disease can feel overwhelming, and I know that my first concerns were being here for my kids. I think any parent worries about that, and I'm always worried that my 2 girls are going to face this at some point in their future, and I don't want that for my children, for anybody's children, for anybody's wife, mother, and let's not forget too that men get breast cancer. So there are dads, sons, uncles, brothers that are fighting this disease right alongside of us.
METAvivor Research and Support is different when it comes to what we fund and how we allocate our dollars. We are focused on funding more and more metastatic breast cancer research that will actually have clinical utility for patients and benefit patients that are living with metastatic breast cancer.
Don't ignore stage 4! Don't ignore stage 4!
It's amazing to be able to say that now we have raised over $33 million as an organization that was founded in 2009 by 4 metastatic breast cancer patients.
I've been so fortunate that research has led to a first line of treatment that has worked for me for over 7 years. I'm actually talking to you today from my 129th infusion for my HER2 positive metastatic breast cancer treatment. And I just have been so determined to work towards finding these effective, well-tolerated treatments that are going to work for everyone that is facing a metastatic breast cancer diagnosis. Because with the research, we can get there. I feel like the last 7 years have proven that it is possible, that there is hope, that if we fund the research, we can find the treatments that will work for every patient. Since being diagnosed, I've come away with an appreciation that every day is a gift. be able to watch my kids grow, get more involved in their activities. Blessings and milestones that I wasn't sure that I was going to see back in 2016.
Living with MBC, it is a lot. It is scary. This is new frontier that we're going into. But just think about, the people that had diabetes in the past that are living so much longer. How many people had HIV 25 years ago and now are still living with it today? And I think that we are on the, cusp of reaching where MBC could be a chronic illness where if you have the right target and you're able to control it, that we can live with this for the long haul. And that's what we're focused on. We're not focused on just preventing breast cancer, but actually treating it so that people with metastatic breast cancer can live for the long haul. So I'm very hopeful, and I think that we can push forward every day.
Now that you have met some of the powerful leaders leading METAvivor, I am honored to introduce a special segment featuring a scientist who is a recipient of a grant funded last year by the Light Up MBC campaign.
I'm Dr. Kathleen McKennis. I'm an assistant professor of chemical and materials engineering at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. I do a lot of work on nanoparticles for drug delivery, looking to make better treatments for cancer and hopefully a cure. I wanted to do something more with my research. I wanted to make sure that the work I did made a difference in the world. I started getting into the field of drug delivery, this idea of trying to deliver medicines in little packages. Breast cancer is such a diverse disease. It has so many different aspects to it. What works for one cancer won't necessarily work for another one. In my lab, we're trying to get drug delivery nanoparticles to work. This idea that we can have a small little package that could carry something like a toxic chemotherapy drug and take it just to the cancer cells and kill the cancer cells and none of the other cells sounds like it would be great, still hasn't come to fruition. In my work, we actually started working with a different type of nanoparticles, so very tiny little particles that are made of platinum metal. We found some really fascinating data that these platinum nanoparticles were killing a triple-negative breast cancer cell line in vitro, so growing it in the petri dish in the lab. But they weren't at the exact same doses. They were not killing things like a healthy fibroblast cell line. These nanoparticles were killing the cancer and not killing the healthy cells. A big part about the grant that METAvivor has funded is looking to see if we can get these platinum nanoparticles into the brain. The brain is a really hard place to reach because you have a blood-brain barrier, because normally you want to keep things that are in your bloodstream out of the brain. But in the case of trying to deliver medicine to the brain, it makes it really, really hard. And the strategy we're using is using cells. Cells can move through that blood-brain barrier easily. So we've been able to figure out that these certain types of cells are able to sort of take up our platinum nanoparticles. They're not toxic to those cells, and then they don't change the cells at all. And then these cells and other research have been found to actually travel into the brain. So what we're hoping to accomplish with this grant is show that we can deliver platinum nanoparticles using these cells and get them into the brain, where they can then treat the metastatic breast cancer that's spread to the brain that would otherwise be incredibly difficult to treat. And this would hopefully change the lives of metastatic breast cancers patients, giving them another treatment option that's hopefully going to be much more effective and less toxic. Thank you so much for your support and helping to advance science forward by funding research like my own that I hope will be able to better the lives of metastatic breast cancer patients.
I love hearing from scientists like Kathleen McKennis because it provides so much hope knowing what she's working on. I mean, the whole idea of being able to deliver drugs in a targeted way that is less toxic would be transformative for patients, especially if her nanoparticles can cross the blood-brain barrier to help brain mets. There is so much hope, but in order for there to be a strong pipeline and for that to continue, we must continue to fund the research and new ideas. 100% of net proceeds from Light Up MBC are donated to METAvivor to fund MBC research. So if you would like to support, please visit donate.metavivor.org/lightupmbc or scan the QR code in the upper left side of your screen. Also, be sure to check out our social channels at Light Up MBC to bid on the auction and for more info.
Let's get back to those landmarks. We're going to take you to Uniroyal Tire in Allen Park, Michigan to hear directly from MBC Thriver Marla Janis. Hi, Marla.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to share tonight with my family and sister Thrivers from our local support group here in the rain in front of the Michelin Uniroyal Tire. This was originally a Ferris wheel at the New York City World's Fair, and it was brought to Metro Detroit in 1965. This year, our support group lost 4 beautiful women to this horrible disease: Judy, Cheech, Terry, and Monica. And that's why I'm standing here tonight, because stage 4 needs more. I'm sharing my story so that more people understand the need for more research. I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer in 2015, just before my 57th birthday. After surgeries and almost 5 years of hormone blocking therapy, I thought I was cured, but I was wrong. Many people don't realize, and I was one of them, that 30% of early stage breast cancer survivors will develop metastatic disease. In 2020, 5 years after my initial diagnosis, my cancer returned. It had spread to my liver and bones. This time I heard the words metastatic and stage 4, and there is no cure. We were terrified of what the future would hold. But with MBC, the goal is to find the right treatment that'll put the cancer to sleep for the longest period of time. My first treatment was a drug that didn't even exist a few years earlier. It was very effective in shrinking my tumors, and I began the new normal of living with ongoing cancer treatment. But like everyone with stage 4, I live with the worry about how long the treatment will work for me. And last fall, my cancer progressed. New tumors were discovered. So I began my second line of treatment. This one is a chemo drug that's being used in a new way, thanks to innovative research into how drugs can move through the body to find and destroy cancer cells. Metastatic breast cancer, the side effects of the treatment, and anxiety of my cancer progressing again is part of my everyday. But every day, I'm so grateful for the extra time I've been given with my family and friends. And every day, I draw hope and inspiration from my fellow Thrivers, and including 2 women in our group who have lived with MBC for more than 13 years. And every day, I also give thanks for the research that resulted in these newer treatments that have kept me alive. That's why I support METAvivor and Light Up MBC. And it's why I ask for your support too. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Marla. And it's great to see your support group in the rain. I love that. That's dedication. And yes, we saw all of you waving, so we're waving back. And what an inspiring story. And we wish you many more years of treatment options that continue to work for you. Next, we have another amazing story. We're going to head over to my home state of New Jersey, where an MBC Thriver and friend is standing by at a very well-known concert venue, the Stone Pony in Asbury Park. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, my name is Stacy Sanders, and I'm standing outside the famous live music venue, the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, New Jersey, with some of my family. I was first diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in May 2021 at the age of 48. I had a lumpectomy and 4 weeks of radiation. My ONCA score was a 1, which meant the likelihood of the cancer reoccurring was almost 0. Unfortunately, 6 months later, on a routine oncology exam, I found out the cancer had spread to my liver. My diagnosis was now stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, which has no cure. I'm on medications which have many side effects that keep the cancer from spreading to my major organs, but only for so long. One positive is that I'm still on my first line of treatment. Only 30% of MBC patients will survive past 5 years. Without a cure, I won't have a chance to grow old with the ones I love. I try to live my life to the fullest every day and continue to make memories. The need for a cure is now. Thank you to my family, especially my parents and friends who have supported me through this journey, and all of you watching tonight who are showing support. The only way we're going to get this done is by raising money to fund research. I, along with every MBC patient fighting every day, appreciate your donations. And remember, stage 4 needs more.
Stacy, that was an incredible and moving story. Thank you so much for sharing. We are glad you're doing well on your current treatment, and so many people who are diagnosed with early stages 0 to 3 do not realize that there is approximately a 30% reoccurrence rate. This is exactly why stage 4 needs more awareness and more funding.
Thank you all for being at the Stone Pony, and while I wish it wasn't for this reason, Stacy, I am glad that we're reconnected and keeping you in my prayers. If you would like to support, please visit donate.metavivor.org/lightupmbc or scan the QR code in the upper left side of your screen. And now, I have the pleasure of introducing the amazingly talented singer, songwriter, and Grammy Award winner, Lisa Loeb.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb, and today I wanted to talk to you about something incredibly important to me, metastatic breast cancer. And research is critical because it helps develop new treatments, improve quality of life, and it brings us closer to a cure. Supporting METAvivor and Light Up MBC means funding the research that can save lives. It means standing with those who need us most. It means giving hope to countless individuals and their families. So I'm asking you to join me in this mission. As many of you know, music has always been one of my ways of connecting with people and sharing stories, hearing stories, and expressing emotions. And one song that holds a special place in my heart is my song, Shine. It's about resilience and hope and finding light. We all have the power to bring light into the darkness. So let's use that power to support metastatic breast cancer research and extend the life of those whose life has been affected by this disease. I wanted to play the song for you now. All the small things that happen today could be the big things that get in your way. But don't lose the spark in your eyes. Keep your heart open wide. Go be a star. Who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything that you need inside to shine, to shine. There are flowers that bloom in the snow. There are places that nobody knows. just drown out the crowd. Just be brave and be proud, and go be a star, and love who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything you need inside to shine, 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 to shine, shine, shine. Go be a star and love who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything you need inside to shine, 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 to shine, 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 to shine, 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 to shine, shine, shine.
Laura, what an amazing voice. I wish you would sing me a lullaby every night before I went to sleep. I love that she has a song called Shine as well, and clearly the words really resonate with how the world is shining so brightly tonight for metastatic breast cancer.
And now I've always thought that Lisa Loeb is so talented, and really was so happy when she agreed to be part of it. Our next segment features a brave story of a metastatic breast cancer thriver who took happiness into her own hands and now shares her story to help others thrive.
Hi, my name is Cassie Romano. I am 47 years old. I love spending time with my little dog Bruno, with my friends. I love going to the beach, reality TV, and I have been living with metastatic breast cancer for almost 4 years. Before being diagnosed with breast cancer, I had been working for 16 years as a behavior therapist with kids and adults who have autism. Having this disease is mentally, for me, really exhausting. I thought that I was young, and I thought that because I ate healthy and I exercised regularly, that even though I had a family history, it wasn't going to happen to me. I was getting my third mammogram, and the doctor called me while I was at work, and she told me, "You have stage 2 breast cancer." Everything at that moment just changed for me. I felt completely alone, isolated, and I felt so different than everybody else around me, everybody who was normal. With the help of my friends and my coworkers, I just went into survival mode. On February 18th, had a double mastectomy, finished my last radiation treatments, and I remember going to the beach that summer, just looking out at the water and just feeling like I could finally breathe again. A few months later in the fall, I was getting ready to have my second reconstruction surgery, and the doctor called me and said, "We found something in your liver that was not there prior to your first surgeries, and so we need to do some more tests." A PA called me about a week later, and she told me that the breast cancer had returned, and now you have stage 4 breast cancer. Did my cancer grow? It's such a scary thing. Right now, there's only a 3 to 5 year survival rate for most of us. And over 120 people are dying every day with stage 4 breast cancer. Those are the facts, and that's not okay. I was able to be put in a clinical trial because I have a gene mutation called PIK3CA, And I am so thankful and grateful that I had this opportunity, because I have been on this same trial for over 3 years. I feel like the goal for the rest of my life is to educate people on what metastatic breast cancer means and spread awareness about how important fundraising is. My entire life I've wanted to write a book, and I never thought that that was going to happen. So weirdly, because of cancer, I was able to make this happen and check this off my living list. So it's very exciting for me. And it just gives some insight and some hope to people who have just been diagnosed. I really like this section about making a separate calendar of just fun things, because having cancer, your calendar is usually filled with doctor's appointments and scans and surgery dates and hospital visits, and it's always a reminder of what we're dealing with. So I came up with the idea for myself to make a completely separate calendar, and it's just fun things to look forward to with your friends and your family. One of my favorite things to do is to go to the beach and to watch the sunrise. After my divorce, I had been with a partner for almost 4 years. Right after I got diagnosed with early stage breast cancer, it was so scary, and I definitely did not want to be alone during that time. For me, it was not a supportive relationship. Often for years, went back and forth thinking I really should be on my own, but then being so afraid that I have a terminal illness, like I can't do that. I finally found, I guess, the strength in me to find a place and be on my own. It was the best decision that I have ever made. I am so grateful every day just to have peace. This image to me feels very hopeful, and I write on the last page that if you're reading this, that means you're alive, and if you're alive, then there's hope.
In today's world, 1 in 5 people develop cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 5. If the numbers tell us anything, it's that cancer isn't slowing down. And neither are we. At Pfizer, we are at the forefront of a new era in cancer care. We have the expertise, innovation, and scale to tackle this disease. Our science is getting smarter. Our breakthroughs are happening faster. We're gaining ground on cancer, and we're doing it every day. Because when cancer touches someone you know, it's the minutes that matter. Our vision is a world where people with cancer live better and longer lives. Here's to science. Here's to the next fight. Let's outdo cancer.
I love that Cassie's dream was to write a book, and she did it. I'm also writing a book too, and I never thought it would be about cancer, that's for sure. It's all about finding the silver linings. Now let's head over to Shorewood, Wisconsin to hear from a young mother of 2 standing live at the Ghost Train.
Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I'm coming to you from Shorewood, Wisconsin and the Ghost Train. Back in January of 2021, at 38 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I first noticed my cancer. I had some puckering on my left breast near my armpit, and I went in to see my primary care doctor, and he ordered a mammogram and ultrasound right away. I then had a double mastectomy, chemo, radiation, and then I had 1 met on my C2, which they did radiation on. And they cured me, or treated me with a curative intent. And then in October of 2022, the cancer had spread to innumerable bones, and now I'll be on a treatment for the rest of my life. But there's so many things that I'm thankful for. My family, my friends, my care team, and then I'm a part of a few different support groups. One of them is ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis. It is a mentorship support group. And I have about 7 different women from across the USA that I mentor. And I'm also part of a local peer support group. The other thing that I'm thankful for is Camp Kesem. Camp Kesem is a free week-long overnight camp for children whose parents have, or have passed away from cancer. Shout out to Kesem Marquette. Funding is so crucial because I want to be alive to see my girls do dance recitals, do drama plays. We like camping as a family, so I want to be here to enjoy all of those things with them.
Thank you so much for sharing, and how amazing of your girls and your family to be there with you tonight. I know firsthand how hard it is as a mom with young children with an MBC diagnosis. My girls are 11 and 14, and I pray to see their milestones every day as well. So your fears really do resonate with me, and I know so many others. And this is exactly why research is so important. And by you sharing your story tonight, I know that thousands are out there keeping you in their prayers.
Absolutely. And now let's get back to those landmarks. We're taking you to the State Farm Center in Chicago, Illinois. Hi, Heidi. We love seeing you in that auction video. Can you share a bit more about your story with us?
Sure. I'm Heidi Punky Brown, and this is my husband, Dave. We're standing outside the State Farm Center on the University of Illinois campus in Champaign, Illinois. Dave and I both graduated here, and in December of 1986, we had our first date here at an Illini basketball game. Dave and I live on a farm 30 miles north of here in Elliott, Illinois, and we have 3 kids, Ross, Darren, and Haley. In July of 2019, a few weeks shy of my 50th birthday, I found a lump in my right breast. I had had annual mammograms since I turned 40, and in fact, had a mammogram 9 months before I found that lump. So we thought, well, that's not going to be a big deal. If it is cancer, surely we got it in an early stage. Imagine our shock when on July 24th, 2019, in a doctor's office, we heard the words, "This is never an easy thing to say." I had metastatic breast cancer, stage 4. The breast cancer had already spread to my spine and sternum, to my adrenal gland, and I had innumerable lesions on my liver. We were shocked. I started receiving treatment via infusions, and I get them every 3 weeks. I've gotten them every 3 weeks since then. Last week, I had my 89th treatment. I will continue to get these as long as I live. In November of 2020, I had a serious fall at home, and in the ER, we discovered that the breast cancer had traveled to my brain. In May of this year, I had surgery to remove my 12th brain tumor. I don't want cancer anywhere in my body, but having it in my brain is especially emotionally difficult. But Dave and I are committed to living each day that we're here fully, to the best that we can. My life with MBC is certainly difficult, but I can still live a very full and wonderful life. On the farm, we have 2 Black Labradors who keep me entertained and active. I play the piano and organ in churches. I love to write and have a blog. I advocate with Light Up NBC and My Density Matters. And we love to spend time with our children. Dave and I have created an incredibly wonderful life together. We hope this new second line of treatment that I started after surgery will last for years and years. This treatment that I'm on now didn't exist 5 years ago. We're very grateful for research. So thank you for everybody who helps with Light Up NBC. We hope to spend many more years together.
Thank you so much, Heidi. That was a very moving testimony to what it's like to live with metastatic breast cancer. And it is so interesting, and I can relate that you were de novo, meaning that it was stage 4 off the bat, because that was actually how my metastatic breast cancer was also discovered. I just went for the second mammogram of my life, and when they told me it was breast cancer, it was already spread to my liver and already metastatic. So definitely a shock to the system when you're late stage right away. But you are truly a shining example that even though, despite having brain mets, you can still push forward and live your best life every single day. Thank you again for sharing your story with us. To stay in touch with Heidi, you can follow her blog at bluehavanaheidi.com.
Now let's head over to Phoenix, Arizona, where we have an NBC Thriver at Mayo Clinic ready to share her story. Hi, Tansa.
Hi, Tansa.
Hi. Hey, thanks for having me this evening. I'm delighted to be here. My name is Tansa, and I'm broadcasting tonight from Mayo Clinic here in Phoenix, Arizona. As an African-American woman, wife, mother, Gigi, and friend, I am proud and honored to be a part of this event this evening. Here's my story. In 2007, I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer. At that time, I did the full dance. I had a lumpectomy, I took radiations, and I did chemotherapy. I also did almost 10 years of adjunct therapy, taking every day letrozole each night, faithfully for almost 10 years. I lived almost 14 years what I thought was free and clear. I was delighted at that juncture to be cancer free. Unfortunately, in 2020, my cancer returned and was deemed metastatic. I have been on my first line of treatment for these last 4 years. The reason this is important to me is because African American women often, at both stages of cancer, it's detected later and it's far more deadly for us. And so I have dedicated every fiber of my being to try to bring awareness to cancer in general, and certainly now to metastatic breast cancer. I am inordinately grateful to METAvivor. The treatment that I'm on didn't exist at the time of my original diagnosis. And so I suspect, having a 2020 recurrence, being metastatic, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be alive today without your help and efforts. So everybody, get that scan up there and know that you're making a difference in the lives of patients like me. I stand here this evening, again, proudly in front of Mayo, Arizona. I stand here not looking backwards, but looking forward. I stand here tonight with my heart filled with hope, with my heart focused on healing. I am honored to be a part of Light Up NBC and to bring the Western states into this alliance. I'm planning to continue my fundraising goals through the end of this year, and I'm grateful for everybody who's contributed to my efforts thus far. I also have been part of a group called Check for a Lump here locally, and I am one of the initial people who is helping them with their newly formed metastatic outreach efforts, because stage 4 needs more. Here at Mayo, we have lit up this night, teal, pink, and green, for METAvivor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tansa. Your energy is amazing, and you really are a wonderful advocate, making a difference every day in the way that you educate and inspire others. And now we have an acclaimed singer-songwriter who has collaborated with artists such as Billie Eilish, Sheryl Crow, Maroon 5, Nile Rodgers, and more. And I am very proud to welcome the one and only Rozzi.
Hi, it's Rozzi. I'm an artist in Los Angeles, and I wrote this song for somebody that I love who was going through a very hard time, and my intention with the song was to remind him that it's okay to feel horrendous one night and still have the hope that you'll feel better the next day. And I know that there are so many of you out there who are asked to be constantly strong and resilient, and I can only imagine how exhausting that is. And so my hope is that this song, just in a tiny way, can fuel a little bit of that fire and remind you of the hope that tomorrow is better. And please donate to METAvivor and supporting this stage 4 breast cancer research so we can truly have a better tomorrow. This is called Edge of Something Else. Like a sea change, like an ocean made of rivers, like a drink about to spill, like cups of fermenting liquor, like a cut about to scale, like a text being typed, like seasonal depression, like a phase in your life. You don't like self-aware, the way we're always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. It's alright to feel bad tonight. Always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Like the words just before you let them fly right off your chest. Like a second before the DJ plays that request. Like the face of a bride hidden by a long white veil. Like the leaf on a branch about to set sail. You don't like self-aware. We're always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. It's alright to feel bad tonight. Always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And if I could mark your spirit on the wall where we marked our rights, I could show you how high you get in no time. No, you don't gotta do nothing to get the hourglass to work on its own sand hills. Every hard line, and I can't promise every little thing is gonna be okay, but listen, every little thing will be okay. Yeah, yeah. Don't like yourself, well, we're always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. It's alright to feel bad tonight. Always at the end of something and on the edge of something right. You don't like yourself, well, we're always at the end of something and on the edge of something else. It's alright to feel good.
Wow, thank you so much, Rozzi, for that amazing song. I also know she has an amazing auction prize that you guys should all check out.
Yes, and I love her voice. I just think she's so talented, and I'm really grateful that she was part of the show tonight. Next, I am excited to share a bit about the Shimmer by Cindy MBC collection that features jewelry with gemstones in teal, green, and pink. And I really would love to give a special shout out to Liz Ferenciak, who continues to volunteer as the Light Up NBC social media director. Her mom, Nola, passed away from NBC, and she is the inspiration behind this jewelry collection. Let's learn a little bit more about it. Well, I am actually wearing some of those pieces right now. And I love the jewelry collection. In fact, here I'm wearing the Nola ring right here. And I'm wearing the pear tennis bracelet right here. And I've got the mini chandelier earrings. And you have some pieces you're wearing too.
I am. I'm blinged out. I have the tri-colored hoop earrings. I'm wearing the pear band ring. I also have the bar necklace on, and the designer Cindy is extremely generous by giving 100% of the net profits from this collection to METAvivor during the month of October. I'm gonna show my beautiful ring again. And be sure to check out shimmerbycindy.com/METAvivor and on the Light Up NBC social channels.
Absolutely, I have the bar necklace on too, so I forgot about that. I am excited now to share this next story because I have had the privilege to work with Katrina Johnson, Pfizer's U.S. Director of Advocacy and Professional Relations. She works tirelessly to advocate on behalf of patients and is the force behind 17 Pfizer sites illuminating this evening. Let's hear a bit more now of Katrina's story.
We're still rolling? Yeah. We're rolling, okay. My name is Katrina Johnson. I'm a mom, daughter, sister, dog mom. I'm a Texas girl, yogi. In my spare time, I take care of my kids. I'm just kidding. That's what I do all the time. I'm a breast cancer patient advocate, and I'm also a 3-time breast cancer survivor. My first breast cancer diagnosis was in 2002. I was 28 years old. I was terrified. That's the first time I heard the 3 words, "you have cancer." It changed everything. I felt like my body betrayed me when I found out that I was gonna have to go through chemotherapy. The biggest fear, it was, will I ever have kids? Will I ever be able to be a mom? An oncologist really wanted me to get tested for the BRCA gene, and it was positive. I had to decide. For me, I decided to do the full mastectomy. It was empowering to say, take all the breast tissue. I don't need that. I'd rather be here. I'd rather have a life and have, look, the life I have today. I would not be where I am if it weren't for my family, my community, my sisters, so many people who have supported me and gotten me through all of this. I am simply so grateful. I can't say that I'm glad that I had cancer, but what I can say is that I think it's shown me my strength. This started leading me into the advocacy work because I wanted to become more of an empowered patient. I wanted to understand more about the implications of BRCA1. We have to know our bodies and we have to advocate for ourselves. I don't have an active cancer diagnosis right now, but I still go to my oncologist every 6 months, dermatologist every 3 months. Schedule. I make sure I have all that. In addition to a full-time job, running my kids around, I put my care at the forefront of everything I do. I have to for Kaylin and Gavin so I can be here, so I can be their mom. I just want to soak every minute of it in. I don't want to miss anything. It's sad that we have to worry and wonder, will there be another diagnosis? Or will the next one be one that I can't recover from? But for today, I'm here.
She is so inspiring, and it's amazing to have a job where you really feel like you are living with purpose. It seems like Katrina definitely found her calling in using her own experiences to make a significant difference in patients' lives. And now it's time to hear from a heartfelt message from actress Dion Lee and her husband, Emmy Award winner Keith David.
Hello, hello. I'm Dion Lee.
And I'm Keith David.
We are coming to you from Los Angeles, California. And I'm proud to say that I've been married to this guy for 23 years. Yep, we've made it through many ups and downs. However, nothing really prepares you for a cancer diagnosis.
I was in New York beginning rehearsals for a Broadway show when Dion called to tell me that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. She asked me to come home, and I did. Together, we met with a number of breast specialists, talked with our kids, and informed our family and friends. We were going to fight this illness together.
So I went in for my annual mammogram, and I was told to wait after the doctor looked at my screening. I was then told I needed to do a diagnostic mammogram, which I didn't know existed. After that, I was told I needed to come back for a biopsy, and at that point, I was really scared. I was informed that I had a less common type of breast cancer called invasive lobular carcinoma that starts in the milk ducts and grows in lines rather than lumps. So I didn't feel anything when I did my breast exam. Surprise, surprise, huh, ladies? If you don't know, now you know that sometimes there won't be a lump. There won't be a lump. I underwent a lumpectomy and radiation, and now I also take medication. That's made me a little thicker and a little sexier. I understand that I am currently one of the fortunate ones. However, I also know the risk of recurrence is real. That's why we need to do more for stage 4.
And we are here to help shine a light on metastatic breast cancer. Your donations today will help fund critical stage 4 breast cancer research through METAvivor.
One thing I discovered on my journey is that mindset matters. I took daily walks to clear my mind, sometimes alone, sometimes with this guy. And I would remind myself how truly powerful I really am.
My wife has always been a powerhouse, determined and focused to overcome obstacles. She used those same principles to battle her illness. She's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And I want to remind all of you that we are stronger than we think we are.
Yes, we are. We are also stronger with the support of family and friends. It makes all the difference. So please, lend your hand tonight.
Amen.
I love that they've been married for 23 years and the way that they genuinely support each other. Those words ring true. We are stronger than we think, especially with the support of family and friends. And for anyone out there watching tonight, we hear you and we support you. If you would like to be involved in our movement to light up MBC around the world, please reach out to us on our social channels at Light Up MBC, and we will help you get involved. One of the things that I love doing with my family and friends is watching movie night, especially when we're all wearing our Light Up MBC apparel. And we actually have a new design this year inspired by a student named Santa from the High School of Art and Design. Let's have a look at the apparel.
while you were watching that, I grabbed some of our Light Up NBC apparel. It's available until November 3rd. It's gonna fly off the shelves. Get it quickly. So this is another way for you to support the mission and have a meaningful memento of this very inspiring evening. Designed to look like a concert tour. Okay, check this out, very hip. It features all of the cities with participating landmarks on the back of the apparel. And before our program comes to a close, we want to share one more video with you on how the grants funded by METAvivor are moving science forward.
Marching towards curing cancer, including stage 4 cancer, I think for the first time in many years does not appear to be impossible. I am Dr. Prasadna Alluri. I am an assistant professor of radiation oncology at UT Southwestern Medical Center at Dallas. I am a physician scientist specializing in treating patients with breast cancer, and I also direct a research laboratory that is focused on understanding why patients develop resistance to existing treatments.
For all about 20 years, I was working on breast cancer progression and metastasis. My name is Dr. Andrei Bakin. I'm professor of oncology in the Department of Cancer Genetics and Genomics at Rozzi Park Cancer Institute, the oldest cancer center in the nation. And I wanted to develop more effective approaches to target cancer, and especially metastatic breast cancer.
In 2023, the fact that some of these patients have limited options is unacceptable, and this is what motivates me to do what we do in my lab. In the past 5 years or so, there's a new class of drugs called CDK4/6 inhibitors that have really revolutionized the treatment of these patients. And this is one of the biggest breakthroughs in a few decades. For any cancer cell to continue to progress, they have to go through cell cycle, and they have to divide and continue to double. And these are drugs that block that step of cell division. Also, these cells cannot divide, so these tumors cannot grow, and they have been shown to be quite effective. Patients, after having been on these treatments, can still develop resistance to these drugs. The focus of research in my lab is to understand the different mechanisms of resistance to these drugs. And more specifically, we are focusing on a common mechanism for resistance to CDK4/6 inhibitors. We have found new mechanisms by which the CDK6 overexpression makes these tumor cells resistant, and we're coming up with an improved way to treat such patients and to develop specific treatments focused on the specific mechanism that is in operation.
We develop a new approach targeting p53 mutant cancers. Majority of metastatic breast cancers, they have mutations. And now we have approach to target it. The grant that I was awarded is focused on understanding how mutant p53 affects immune system and how we can help the immune system to fight against the cancer. So we developed a 2-drug target therapy that would aid to kill the metastatic breast cancer cells. And second, we can activate signals that can be recognized by the immune system. In other words, make the tumor cells more visible to the immune system.
Obviously, we have come a long way in improving cancer treatments, but obviously there is enormous progress that needs to be made. Support that I received from METAvivor is absolutely essential to advance our approaches, which I hope will improve the survival of patients to a point where we would now be competitive for receiving more substantial funding from federal agencies like the NIH or the Department of Defense.
I would like to thank METAvivor for the support of our research on metastatic breast cancer. And it's really, really important to have these funds to fund new ideas, new approaches. We have better knowledge and better understanding of therapeutic approaches.
And we are quite hopeful that these newer directions will have a much bigger impact towards making substantial improvement in survival and hopefully a cure.
It's really so hopeful to see their determination to find ways to overcome resistance and discover better ways to treat metastasis, especially with hope for immunotherapy to work better in MBC patients. The work they do every single day is getting us closer to a cure. And it's so important to know what your dollars are funding. This type of research is critical. So to make a donation, please visit the website at the bottom of this screen or scan the QR code in the upper left corner.
If you visited a landmark tonight, be sure to publicly post your pictures on Instagram with the hashtag LightUpMBC or hashtag METAvivor for the world to see. That's the only way we're able to share this stunning video with you, and all the photos of the landmarks you saw tonight were actually taken last year and shared on social media. So let's make the video next year just as amazing. You can see the pictures of...
Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of a dark street. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. In the photographs, I'm a killer, but I ain't that bad. On the other side of every man is another chance. So I take it and I turned around. You were laughing with your window down. I don't know if Billy won the fight, but he's halfway gone. So give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. Give me your love, life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of a dark street. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me the world. You got the money and I got the car. Let's hit the road, sleep with the stars. You got the dollars and I got the keys. You got the money but I got the car. Let's hit the road, sleep with the stars. You got the dollars and I got the keys. So give me your life, give me love, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. Oh, give me your life, love, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of a dark street. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your light, give me love, everything, give me the world.
You can see the pictures of the landmarks by going to the Light Up MBC social pages now and over the next few weeks at Light Up MBC. We thank you everyone who illuminated their landmark, tuned in tonight, donated, and shared this stream. Your actions can help us find a cure.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors and partners, especially Pfizer, Novartis, Hilton Short Hills, and Live One, who made this evening possible. I want to give the biggest thank you to the founder of this campaign, Laura Inahara, for having the vision to create Light Up MBC. Mike Roberts for being the best video editor I could ever ask for, and our amazing leadership team, Marie Hawkins, Mary Beth O'Brien, Eileen Shellhorn, Liz Ferenciak, Lori Bonani, Kristen Kubicki, and the hundreds of Light Up NBC ambassadors around the world who volunteered their time to make tonight possible. And let's not forget Ethan Berman and EJB Entertainment and his team.
Let's take a moment to reflect on the countless stories we have heard tonight, stories that spark hope, stories of resilience, stories of those who prioritize finding light among darkness.
As we close, let us remember that research is the light that will lead us to a cure. Every landmark lit tonight is a message that the world stands with us, with every NBC patient and family member. Your support brings us closer to a world where no one loses their light too soon.
Let's continue to shine together, brighter than ever before.
Good night, and may we all make each day meaningful.